Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new story. Today's story is about a bus driver that called the cops right away after a little boy got into his bus. But why? Before we begin, make sure to click on that like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing and interesting stories, and click on the bell icon for more amazing videos. Bus drivers see a lot of people every day, and they don't really pay much attention to them. But on July 5th, 2015, a little boy with a man got onto the bus, and that's when Watson started to get worried. For Tim Watson, days are all the same. He would get in the bus, start on his daily route, watch people get in and out at every bus station. That day, Watson has been working for Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority for 8 months. He would see a lot of passengers. Some of them are smiling and happy, and the others are quite bored or upset. Watson is the kind of guy to mind his own business because he knows that everyone's already preoccupied with a lot of things. Until one day when this little boy got onto the bus. It was a normal day, and Watson had just started working a couple hours ago. A man came up to him and asked him what time would the bus leave. I told him that we're leaving at 11:13 a.m. Watson told the Marin Independent Journal. Watson didn't overthink his question, but that man turned to be a lot more than Watson thought. A little after asking the question, the man got onto the bus with a child. He wanted to pay only $2, but Watson told him it was actually $4 to ride the express bus. Then the man showed Watson a disabled person's car in order to get a reduced fare. Although he looked in his 20s and didn't seem to have any disability, but Watson decided not to make any assumptions and gave him the discount. Watson noticed that the boy's eyes were tearing as they got in, which is not really something strange to see as a bus driver. He had seen tons of young kids with their families and they would start crying suddenly. Therefore, he imagined it to be the same case with the little kid and didn't pay much attention to it. Yet something about this kept Watson thinking. He didn't seem to have a regular attempted tantrum. Watson started his 15-mile bus route, and he knew that his focus must be totally on the road. But he couldn't stop looking at the crying kid through his rearview mirror. He noticed that the man was in a way trying to force the kid to stop crying, which made Watson even more worried. He knew that something wasn't right, and he felt the need to keep an eye on the situation. Suddenly, he heard a beeping sound. The VTA was announcing all the bus drivers that a child was kidnapped earlier that morning. Around 10 a.m., a 3-year-old boy was abducted from the Milpitas Public Library. The message gave a full description about the little kid. He was 3 years old wearing a dark blue shirt, plaid shorts, and red Crocs. Watson took a second look at his rearview mirror, but he couldn't really tell what the boy was wearing. He was driving anyways, and he couldn't do much about it, so he continued to drive. Watson's a father of 2 beautiful kids, which made him feel very terrible for the missing boy's parents, and he couldn't even imagine how devastated they are. A few seconds later, another message describing the kidnapper came in. He was an African American man in his 20s and he's wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and jeans. Watson was pretty sure that the man he saw earlier was wearing the same thing. However, he had to make sure the descriptions are exactly the same without alerting him. Watson was worried that the man might leave at any minute, so he needed to come up with a quick plan. As he was driving closer to the end of the route, he came up with a really smart idea to verify the descriptions. He needed to make his plan as a normal routine in order to keep the man calm. Watson went into the nearest stop and he told the passengers he was looking for a green backpack that a person left for some reason. Fortunately, none of the passengers asked to know more details about this bag, because they knew it might contain something harmful, like a bomb. Watson took things slowly and he finally made his way to the back of the bus. Now was the time to get a really good look at the man and the little boy. He approached the suspected man and asked him about the bag. "I don't know anything about the bag," the man said. At that point, Watson managed to check their clothes, and he was sure the description applied to them. "I was really sure that I saw plaid shorts and red Crocs," Watson told ABC News. After confirming that he is the kidnapper, he decided to make a phone call to the dispatcher. He knew that the passengers would think that he's only calling the headquarters to inform them that he couldn't find the bag. But little did they know that he was about to inform the dispatcher that the kidnapper and the kid are in the bus. The dispatcher told Watson to stay calm and to drive slowly. Then they called the cops and told them about the situation. All that happened and the suspect had no idea what was going on. Watson knew that the police would take care of the situation, but he was still afraid that the suspect might suddenly escape. A few minutes later, Watson noticed a police car behind him, but it had its siren and flashlight off. The police didn't want to alert the kidnapper, so it followed the bus slowly and carefully to the next bus stop. Once Watson reached the bus stop, he stopped immediately. The cops got closer and closer, and Watson knew that the next couple minutes will decide this little boy's life. So it took time to open the door, giving more time for the cops to get closer, and prepared to arrest the kidnapper. I opened it slowly for the passengers to walk out as if nothing was happening. so he can take him once he gets out of the door, Watson told ABC 7 News. The kidnapper was completely shocked that they found him. The little boy smiled because he knew that he has been saved. His parents were notified and their kid is now safe and secure. They were so happy and relieved to hear the wonderful news. Their kid was taken to the police station for questioning, so they rushed there to see their kid. They were so thankful for the heroic bus driver who was a big part of saving their kid. Once the media knew about how Tim Watson saved that kid, he was lauded as a local hero. If not for his instincts and sharp eyes, who knows what had happened to the little child. At the end, the boy got back to his parents at the police headquarters. Watson was still in shock for what he had witnessed. He kept thinking about his kids and he was afraid that such a situation might happen to them one day. The police found that the man had no connection with the family at all, but they were still questioning him in order to know some potential motivations for his kidnap. Yes, Watson was taught how to react in such situations, especially those ones related to human trafficking. But it wasn't only the training that helped him rescue the boy. It was the father instinct that kicked in first. That's it for today's video. What's your opinion on Watson? Tell us down in the comment section below. Like this video and share with your friends if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more wonderful stories coming your way on a regular basis. See you in the next video.